This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shade 45.
Wake your fuck ass up.
Shade 45, Sway in the morning. Hey, Heather.
Hey, Sway.
Some of this business, some of the, it's really weird when you come across an enigma. Something you can't really explain. Something you can't really put in a box.
Never.
And when that happens, man, it's really important that sometimes you get out of the way of that. I call Jay Z an enigma in a sense because where he started from and where he ended up is you couldn't have predicted that.
Right.
You couldn't have wrote that with your wildest imagination, right? I think Ice Cube is somewhat of an enigma as well. Where he started from and where he ended up. You couldn't have wrote this. Common, the same thing. And now I dare say my homie that just came into the building right now, T.I. Tip T.I. Harris has officially become an enigma in this game.
Absolutely.
Wow.
From the early days of
you should introduce me more often. I want you to do all my introductions.
I can't, Tip. Man, I call it like I see it, man, because I've watched you, well, really what I'm excited about is the fact that you landed this role in this mini series called Roots.
Yeah.
And I was alive when the first Roots hit TV, so I remember as a child how that impacted our community and just the world in itself.
Right.
We learned about American history in a way that we never learned. It was from black folks, from their story. So this is important to see someone like you in this role that's dealing with our history, because I think our lack of knowledge on our history has been a big part of the struggles we have in our identity today.
Come on,
right.
not understanding where we came from, and
absolutely
what we have accomplished and what we're capable of accomplishing. That's what makes you an enigma. You're somebody who came from, a box to trap, if you will. And it's probably generational, and now you're breaking the cycle while maintaining your integrity. So to be in this movie, man, to me is a big stride, man. T.I.
It is.
You balling.
Man.
Both.
You popping now.
I mean, it took a lot, you know what I'm saying? I had, as that could be expected, I had apprehensions, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of pressure on the decision, just simply because how, prominent and prolific the first one was.
Yeah.
And, it's very difficult to approach remaking something that's so of that magnitude. So, I mean, it definitely. But after I actually read the character's part in Night 4, the character that Will suggested for me to play, Cyrus, it became more of like an obligation. I felt like I felt compelled, like I had to do it.
What Cyrus, talk about that character. What about that character makes you feel obligated?
I mean, as I wasn't alive when the first one was made or was when it was originally put out, but I did see it throughout my life, in school, out of school, and in different parts of my life. It meant different things to me. You know what I mean? When I first seen it, it was just a reason to not do no book work in school and watch some TV, you know what I'm saying? But like later on, as I became older, like high school, and I actually had my own racial experiences, then I when I saw it then, it meant, something different. So, I mean, I never saw a character that was non-subservient or that was rebellious in a way that people, these people had to have existed.
Yeah.
Like the fact that there is no Nat Turner story up until now, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like the fact that there has been no Harriet Tubman story, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people existed. That everybody wasn't just with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? but we never saw that part. And Cyrus, to me, is that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He wasn't going for it, period, at all. And, I was honored to be able to bring that character to life.
Yeah, I see you. This ain't a gas session for you, but I'm just really proud that you're in this role. But in a sense, you can see parallels to Cyrus or the spirit of Cyrus in a lot of us who came from hip-hop culture, right? Or came from the streets, right?
Sure.
You ain't been with it. You know,
Right.
you've had to fight off the establishment. You know, you found alternative ways to make a living early
Sure.
on, and then you were able to transcend all of that. And
Right.
now you hip hop Bill Cosby. Well,
Be
Hey,
very careful.
man,
wait a minute.
Give Sway an
Check it.
opportunity to
Y'all
start
know what
over.
I mean,
Hey,
though.
man.
Okay, let me reel up, pull back, right?
Yeah.
I went too fast?
Too
fast. Okay.
Maybe new person.
Cliff Huxtable.
Cliff Huxtable. Okay.
Cliff Huxtable.
Okay. Yeah.
There's
Man,
no
that's-
stain on the Huxtable name.
Yeah.
You know
I,
what I'm
I
saying?
gotta ask because I happened to watch the series the other day.
Ain't no stain on the
Damn, he's still rhyming.
Yeah.
I got to watch the series recently, and
All 4 parts?
Yeah, I watched
That's
all 4
dope.
parts.
That was an
They-
investment.
yeah, so, it was dedication.
Yeah,
That's what he does.
man.
But on a serious note, you hear stories about when there's a movie that's this serious dealing with this kind of subject matter. Some actors, they kind of have to step away when they have to do a scene that's so brutal, like when Kunta gets whipped because he won't say his name that the
Sure.
master gives him, and he's bleeding, and he's people, Forrest Whitaker's like praying with him just to say his name and everything like that. So was there any instances, whether it was with you or the co-stars, that something got so serious that they were like, you know what, I need a break, like leave me alone? Or
I mean, yes. Yes, there was several scenes. I mean, but I think one of the ones that I was involved in was the walk home from the plantation. You know, after, you know, the family had you know, me and Chicken George fought for their freedom. And, you know, now black people are free. But after black people got freed, it's like, where we going? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
We don't own no land. Like, we don't really know nothing but this. So where are we going? What are we doing? You know, that walk away was kind of, you know what I'm saying? We were trying to figure out, like, are we supposed to be confused, happy?
Yeah.
Like, I would assume that it's a joyous time, but at the same time, it's a lot of doubt and confusion moving forward, not knowing what tomorrow has to bring. You know, that was a kind of tough one. I mean, it's a few of them, man. I think this is the most important piece of work I've done.
There it is.
You know what I mean?
Wow, man. T.I. is here, man. Sway in the morning. We're going to open up the phone lines, 888-742-3345. We got new music, too.
Yeah.
Let's go into this dope real quick and
Let's
come back
do
and
that.
talk about that. Sway in the morning.
Yeah. From the west side on, man.
Johnny Reb gave up hunting us?
Sure, Chicken George. I reckon they changed their mind all about niggas going to fight for 8 million. You reckon you too old for this, Chicken George? What's new, boy?
Man, give me this.
Well, just give it here.
I ain't much good with words.
Well, you know I got the notion to read, but
Memphis Battery D. Second United States Light Artillery. See, volunteers of African descent.
that's us.
Hey, $13 a month.
$13 a month. I fight 2 wars for $13 a month.
$13.
fight 2 balls.
T.I. is here, man. That's he plays Cyrus in the upcoming Memorial Day weekend on in National Geographic.
No,
History Channel
and Lifetime.
In Lifetime, you're gonna see Roots. T.I. doing a lot right now, man. I'm
Word.
just looking at all these bullet points that people sent
That's
to
what
me.
let me see what
Yeah,
they
see what
say. I
they-
want to see what's
Yeah,
on that.
fact
list.
check.
Why don't I ask you about it real quick?
see,
All right.
yeah.
Normally I just freestyle, but you
Okay.
got so many bullet points. I was like, damn.
Right.
Okay, so let me ask you. Let me start with the title deal with Jay, the partnership
Yeah.
with Jay Z.
Right on.
Okay, and you guys have been friends for a while. Why now? What made it work now today?
Well, for me, man, I think at this point in my career, man, I had to surround myself with people who understood my position. You know what I'm saying, and who kind of share the enthusiasm of entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying, kind of. And a lot of people, a lot of places, they mean well, and you know they want to win too, but it's more like they want you to work for them. You know what I'm saying? It's more, and I ain't never really been with that. So, with this, is, you know what I'm saying, I think that we all share in the same thoughts of the equity of art should rest within the artist. You know what I'm saying? And those are the principles that Tidal are set up on and structured on, and that's important to me because I mean it just that's
Makes
all
sense.
that makes sense right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And furthermore, I've been looking for a multimedia platform to be able to kind of just bring all my thoughts, ideas, and interest into manifestation. I've been looking for that a while ago. I thought, what I'm saying, that Sony being kind of like Sony Pictures and Sony Music and Sony Electronics, and I thought that was the move. That's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? But it's not necessarily all one moving machine. You know what I'm saying? So I found me a place where it is one moving machine, and you can do movies, and you can do music, and you can, you know what I mean? It's so many different tiers of entertainment, and there's equity in the entire entity.
Yeah.
It just makes all the sense in the world to me.
Yeah. And it's yours, so right. So
that part
right there makes a lot of sense.
But I mean, it's important because it's ours. You know what I'm saying? Like to be on the team with Jay, Beyonce, or Rihanna, or Wayne, or Prince, or you know what I'm saying? Like, man, this is kind of wild. You know what I mean?
So, what are some of the things that you don't have to consult necessarily anybody in terms of releasing projects? It's just how does that work?
You got to put it on. You got to put it on a timeline, I suppose. Yeah. But it's not for approval. It's more so for coordination. You know what I mean? It's proper execution. Whatever we want to do, we pretty much do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
you Cyrus for real, man.
I wasn't with that. You heard
Cyrus
that.
in real life, damn. Whatever we want to do, Chicken George. You ready? I feel like Chicken George working for his Sirius right now, man. Shit.
Chicken George.
Hold up, T.I. Don't move so fast, man. I'm real comfortable where I'm sitting.
Tell nobody.
About to get a new deal too. They said they're gonna give me some more land, T.I. You see, we got the new studio.
You done fixed up your station, your plantation.
I'm gonna run over to VH1 right after this. They gave me a little office in the corner.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
So I'll be over there, man. You tell that Jay Z don't be knocking on my door just yet, man. I got some work to do.
Hey, tell them what your slave name was this morning.
Oh yeah.
Who was it?
Kunta Kinsway.
Yeah, Kunta Kinsway.
See now check this out. That's actually that's being misinformed. See, because Toby was actually the slave name.
Exactly.
And Kunta Kinte was the free name.
Come
You
on.
know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
so
Sway my free name, dog. Sway's my free name.
Emancipated, baby.
Yeah, let's just get that in order.
My slave name is John.
Now let's continue.
Look how uncolorful my slave name
What
is.
was it?
It's really
John.
Callaway.
What the hell is that?
Ain't the last name from the
Callaway, that's a slave name too,
It's the
man.
last
Come
name
on,
that
we
really-
traced it back to a plantation.
That's the
Sound
owner's
like
name.
Exactly, assimilation.
Yeah.
You know what? Somebody asked me on the red carpet yesterday, had I traced my roots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, no, I guess he said, so you know nothing. Well, my daddy from Fair Street. My mama from Bankhead.
I gotta get out. Get out. My daddy from Fair Street.
Yeah, your roots run deep.
You deep, T.I. You deep.
It's different. That's different. T.I. got the Pepsi partnership as well.
Get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's that going?
Man, it's phenomenal, man. We were able to partner up, and we working on a film together, a musical actually.
Okay.
That I'm currently getting the script together on and developing right now.
Mm-hmm. Who's involved with that? Is Jamie? Who's involved?
No. We have no. I'm the only actor and producer attached as of right now. Only actor / producer that's attached right now.
All right. Wow.
Yeah.
Shit. And that's with Pepsi?
Yeah, Pepsi. They started. They got into film.
Okay. I'm just going down the list.
Oh, okay, because I see
okay.
somebody making sure you following that bullet point.
I don't have to
thing.
follow the bullet point.
Okay. I didn't know where that signal was
I
coming
do
from.
this for real. I could
Hey, let them know.
just look at shit. You don't know my legacy.
I see it looking
All
at
right.
you. She gave
But yeah, though,
Yeah.
the Pepsi deal is it's a blessing, man.
It's a blessing. The VH1 show still successful.
Right.
You had a new child.
Mm-hmm.
Was that planned or was that like, oh,
What do you mean?
you know? Was you did you want to? Did you see yourself having a child at this stage?
Sure. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, why not?
Yeah. No. Why not?
I don't, babies ain't bother me. I love them. I love babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. I mean, I ain't got nothing to say to that. I love
Expected
babies
or
too.
unexpected, it's a blessing.
Huh? When you
Yeah.
have so many though, people figure when you get a little older, you're a little more hesitant to.
Yeah, people say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I just take it as it comes. You know, I don't think God gonna put me in a situation I can't handle. I've handled much worse things in life. You know.
This is true. This is true.
That's so
I
real.
was with them on some of those things back in the year. We've
had
done
to fight.
some,
Had to fight through it.
Yeah, man. I was right there with you, man. I don't know if you remember. I was right outside the courthouse. I was in there when we were talking to the kids, and
Right
I
on.
got a newfound respect for this man when I saw him talking to the kids. Had to be now the music. Dr. Dre produced dope, right?
Yeah.
With Sir Jinx,
Yeah.
the legend,
Sir Jinx,
the
shout
West
out to
Coast
his
legend.
family.
Damn it,
Right on.
you got to shout out Sir Jinx,
No
man.
doubt.
I don't
Sir-
think they give him a
The
round of
legendary
applause.
Sir
Yeah.
Jinx.
What did you
That
think?
Dr. Dre cousin, y'all. He also
Yeah.
produced for Ice
Cube,
Cube
yeah.
very early on.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, that who house Dre went and stayed at when he met Cube, right? In the movie.
Yep.
That was Jinx, right?
That was Jinx. Yeah, I believe that was
Just
Jinx.
for the youngsters, man. Just
Yeah.
so they know. So we ain't just tossing out names. They don't know.
Yeah.
And Jinx wrote on Friday too, right? The first one. If I take it deeper.
I'm going to step back on that one.
I believe so. Look that up for me.
Ain't now. We
Tip,
gonna
tip, pull it back
Wikipedia
up,
that, man.
That's just going on my deep West Coast vault.
I'm
right
step
there.
Your
back
info
on
for
that
the
one.
West
I don't
Coast
know.
thing, Sway?
How is it? Is it a challenge to stay in the minds and the hearts of this generation of music listeners for you at all? You know, with music, because
Not in the minds of the hearts, more so within good graces sometimes.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I pull up sometime, man, and I just, pull up like the old nigga who remember when this shit was played how it really was supposed to go. You know, and I hold people to a high standard. Sometimes it's uncomfortable for youngsters, you know what I'm saying, to be held to such a high sense of accountability.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
what is that about,
So
man?
they don't be wanting me around sometimes.
Yeah.
Because Sway, you always bring up how the younger generation has such a swollen sense of entitlement.
Well, in my observation, a lot of folks do, and when I was a young man, I had that same swollen sense of entitlement.
It comes with youth.
Yeah, yeah.
It comes with youth. It's just everybody like, it's just like high ambition mixed with I guess probably a sense of feeling insecure about acceptance in society, not you know what I'm saying, not knowing your place, and maybe overcompensation of aggression because you don't want to be taken advantage of, and you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of that. You know what I'm saying. It's a lot of that. But when you wipe away all the bullshit, you got to have something that some solid that you standing on.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all I expect.
Man, I wish T.I. was my daddy in another lifetime. Man. That took me have some good ass
real.
advice,
Go down
right?
to Fair Street.
Right down the hill.
All right. Yo, working with Dre, man. Were y'all like hands on in the studio when y'all did this, or?
Yeah.
Dude, but I mean, that's Dre, man. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care who we are in this game. That's
real.
Dr. Dre.
Goddamn right.
What can you like? We people think you've been in the game for a while. There's nothing left to learn. But what did you learn, Billy? What'd you learn?
Man.
What did he say to you? I'm sounding like a motherfucking groupie right now. Yo, what did Dre say to you? What did he smell like?
It's just, hey man, mainly it's just whether or not he let you know when it's not good enough. You know what I'm saying?
How did he tell you that? Did he say?
It's not good enough.
Wow.
Do that over. Change that. You know what I'm saying? Keep this. Change that.
That's real.
Damn, man.
Did it hurt your feelings when he told you to write a rhyme over?
Nah, I ain't hurt my feelings. I'm about getting it done.
Right.
You know, and it ain't my first time working with Dre. I know he's very meticulously detailed with recording and mixing. You know what I'm saying? Like the sound of or the level of one particular instrument that it'll bug him until he get it right. You know.
So what do you want to with this project, music project? I remember when Jay did the American Gangster Project, it was more like a conceptual thing, you know, that he stepped aside off to do that. You know, when Kanye did 808 and Heartbreaks, you know. What do you see for this? What you hope to accomplish with this project?
I want it to be a dedication to my day one fans. You know, the ones who supported me when I'm Serious, trap music dropped, and the ones who helped build the foundation for the genre of trap music. I think that the music, the energy, you know, it should embody the spirit of that. That's pretty much it.
That's what it is?
Yeah. And hit records.
Okay. And then Bankroll Mafia.
Yeah.
Who are Bankroll Mafia? Can you give me the history?
It's an amoeba.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, man, for real, I like to consider us a coalition of like-minded individuals who all stand on the principles of putting that bankroll in the bullseye and that bullshit in the backseat. And, you know, we don't all rap. We aren't all from Atlanta.
Yeah.
But, you know, the particular compilation that we put out, you know what I'm saying, we some young cats kicking flag. That's what I'm gonna say that, you know.
Okay.
You know, they gonna say we some young cats and tip too.
Okay.
But, you know, we some young cat kicking flag, man. Dripping sauce on the thirst buckets. You know what I'm saying?
Dripping sauce on the thirst buckets. Who are the members?
You just asked me that again, didn't you?
Yeah. Because I was like, damn, it was either I'm not clear.
I mean, shout out to God,
Okay.
London J,
Okay.
myself, Thugger, Pee Wee Roscoe, Dro, you could say.
Dro,
you know, we got
Dro.
Man,
we love Dro, man.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we got several members that, you know, OJ Mayu, Allen Iverson. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Shit, AI member?
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck.
What up, Chuck? That's all good too, man. All right, we gonna take a few phone calls. T.I. is here. And you want to speak with him, 888-742-3345. Let's go to Colorado. Mark, what up? Mark, what up, man?
What's poppin'?
Mark, what's popping?
What's going on, yeah? How's it going, Sway?
What's up, Mark?
What's that?
All right, yeah, man, I've been a big fan of you for a long time, man. I'm proud of the man that you become. I used to live in Atlanta, and I just moved 6 months ago. So I'm proud of the man that you become. You're doing positive things. I saw that video of you shooting at that Walmart where you did all that positive things.
Yeah.
My question to you was, is there going to be another taker?
Man, you said there's gonna be another Takers.
Yeah, Takers too.
Man, we tossed it around for quite some time, and it was, you know, we talked about doing a prequel. This was before Paul passed. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it in some time. I appreciate, you know, you inquiring about it. That would be more of a Will Packer, Clint Culpepper question. You know what I mean?
Hey, Mark, but he got new music out. You got a movie coming out. You know, you get it.
I'm going to get that album. But I just wanted to make sure I'll let you know, man. Just keep doing a positive thing that you're doing.
I appreciate you.
All right. Hey,
appreciate you, bro.
Thanks for your call, man. Hey, Michelle, what up? Michelle's in Texas.
What's goody?
Shelly Bo.
Hi, good morning.
What's happening?
Oh my gosh, I'm such a huge fan. Yay! Quick question. I've been following your music since day one, and you have tons of singles and albums. Which one is your favorite album and your favorite song?
The next one. This one right here finna come up.
That's a good answer right there, man.
This one right here, and probably Dope. Dope is my favorite song right now. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. Bankroll Mafia is also, I'm fond of it, too.
Okay, Michelle?
All right, thank you. Have a good morning.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
So
I appreciate it. We got Sweet from Queens. What up,
Sweet?
Sweet?
Good morning, everybody.
Q Burrow.
What up?
What's happening?
What's up? Sway, Tip, everybody, I want to tell you, number one, I love the way that you represent us. I'm so proud of what you do, your contributions to the culture. It's like food to us. It really is. Everyone who tunes in every day, everybody who, listens to your projects and everything, it's like food to us, and we really appreciate it. So I wanted to thank you for that first.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's
Thank you.
It's an honor.
And my question is, Tip, for those folks who might feel tired of seeing, us portrayed so often as slaves, the help, third class, et cetera, and a lot of the media that comes out, what would you say to those people, to that audience, to inspire them to watch Roots?
Well, to be honest with you, I would say that they're compartmentalizing the message. They're trying to take one thing about a very broad message and kind of they're profiling it. Now, it is, slavery is a part of the story, but I don't think it's a slave story, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't begin slaves and they didn't end slaves, you know what I'm saying? That was the middle, and I think that it's more of a story of, I guess you could say that's the origin of our existence as African Americans. We came from Africa, but most of us, though, we can't go back and trace what we were doing and, the cultures that came from our descendants in Africa. Most of us cannot do that. So we got to go back to the beginning of this and figure out what this is, what I'm saying? And I think that, there is no way to do that without proper information. And if you just leave that as a blank part of your timeline, you don't know. If you didn't know when you were born, when would you celebrate your birthday? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like real talk. How would you know how old you are? How would you have no real basis of structure, and that's gonna lead into just confusion and chaos. So I think, you gotta inform yourself what we were as a people, our descendants before we were slaves, how we got here, how we endured, how we overcame, and that'll give us a better sense of self to move forward, to me.
Hey, you know what, Sweet? Are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Listen, Tip is performing tomorrow night at Irving Plaza here in New York City. And Mano and Uncle Murder, they got their project.
Yeah.
King Kong and Godzilla, they're going to be there. Anderson Paak, who is a good friend of ours, Adrian Miller, a good friend of ours, manage him. So he's doing extremely well. We just heard Robert Glasper, right? He's dope.
Awesome.
P&B Rock is going to be there. And then also five mics and more. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of people there. So you should go down to Irving Plaza tomorrow. Doors open at 7.
That's right.
All right. You know what? I will.
Okay, we're all going to be there. All right.
But let's see if we can give us some tickets.
Can we give us some tickets? Can we give us some tickets? Can we give us some tickets? You know what? You know what, Sweet? Hold on the line, man. Hold on. Oh, Q, put her on hold. Her name is Sweet.
Sweet, you done came up today. What part of Queens you in, Sweet?
I'm in Jamaica, Queens.
Man, South Side. Come right to the top.
Yeah, make sure Jilly gets that information so
Come on out there and rock
with
us.
That's love right there.
And then also, if you're in Vegas, man, you got a resident.
I do.
Congratulations.
Thank
you got
you.
a resident and in Vegas now.
Yeah.
It's at Dre's, right?
Right.
Yep. And it's going through June.
Okay.
It starts in June?
No.
How long is it going?
The next show we doing in June.
The next show is in June?
The next one we doing is in June. We'll be.
Dude, you got a resident in
are you
Vegas.
The first hip hop actor?
Nah, I'm not. I'm the best though.
So can you imagine? After the show, maybe Tip. Who got it? Okay, Boyz II Men got a residence there.
Yeah,
J-Lo,
Britney Spears,
Celine Dion just came back.
Celine Dion,
Mariah.
Yeah, Mariah.
Mariah had one, and Tip. I could just see y'all hanging out at the Denny's right after the show, man.
Shit, okay.
Yeah, I see that, man.
It's like the new Rat Pack.
Man, sneak a song with Celine, bro. Just do it.
Hey man, I show up if she show up.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Man, congratulations, man. Give T.I. a round of applause, man.
Bro.
Hey, man, it's good to see you. We ain't seen you in a minute, man. Come on, man, all the time, man. I love watching you, bro. I'll be following you on Instagram and the whole nine.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, tell Jay I still got some work to do in the plantation, but I'll come up and see him once I break the chains.
Hey man, at least you getting paid.
It could
You
be
know I ain't
worse.
here for free. It could be worse. It ain't for free. I guarantee you that. Whoever I'm working with, know that it's a mutually beneficial relationship.
There you go.
All right, T.I., ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming through, brother. Absolutely, absolutely.
It's Sway in the morning, only
on Shea 45.